Even when betting it all seems like a must, hold back $50 in case you bust on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Curry.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you very much, and welcome to Card Sharks. We're happy to have you all here with us. Very conservative veteran out there. Thank you. Sometimes being conservative is the best way. Mrs. J.C. Tidmore sent in that opening poem, watching us in Albany, Georgia on WALB Channel 10. Thank you, Mrs. Tidmore. Now we're going to open up the board. Get to the cards. Janice and Lois, if you will, start loading in the cards and we'll meet our Card Sharks. Alice Hastings, our champion. Hello, Alice. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
And again, a brief reminder about yourself, if you will.
Well, I'm Alice Hastings from that fabulous town of Bristol, which is halfway between Mishawaka and Shipshewana.
In what state?
In Indiana.
Oh, of course. I should have known.
But the main thing of all is I love Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right.
That's a place.
Well, you're near South Bend,
yeah.
right? So you've got to root for Notre Dame there.
And I knew Newt Rockne personally.
You did?
Yes.
He was a great coach there at Notre Dame.
He was a great man.
That's nice. Allison, you've done very well here. $650 in cash. Little down payment on your new motorcycle, right? You like motorcycle riding. And our challenger is Jan Anderson. Hello, Jan. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
And again, won't you tell us about you?
Hey, my name is Jan Anderson, and I'm living in San Diego, where I attend San Diego State University, and I'm a PE major, where I'm planning to get my teaching credential and go into teaching and coaching.
What would you like to coach when you finish?
I've had a lot of work with swimming. I've coached an age group team and a high school team already.
Well, that's good sport, too.
Yeah,
Happy to have you back here. You both
Thank
cut
you.
the cards at the beginning of the match, yes?
Sure did.
Then we'll pick up where we left off. We play the best 2 games out of 3. We're in the middle of game number 1. Looking at the board, Alice has uncovered a 9 as her base card. Jan has uncovered a 4. Both players need 4 cards. We pick up with question 2. Jan, it goes to you.
Okay.
Jan, we asked 100 psychiatrists. Generally speaking, do happy people live longer? How many psychiatrists said yes, happy people live longer?
Oh, that's for sure. If you're happy, you're going to be up, you're going to have a good time. If you're not, you're going to be depressed, you're going to get ulcers and all those terrible things. So I think psychiatrists are going to say it's going to be a high number. And I'd say about 78.
78 out of 100 psychiatrists say, yeah, you'll live longer if you're happy, Alice.
Yeah, because if they're not happy, they're committing suicide. So they're going to be living there. And I think it's even going to be a little bit higher
Dying there, too.
Yeah.
Even higher than that.
That's right.
You do deal in the absolutes, Alice. I must say.
Absolutely.
78 says Jan, and higher says Alice. The actual number of psychiatrists who said happy people live longer is 97. Almost every one of them.
Change that card.
So now Alice can change that 9, winning the question, and a 2.
Oh,
Great change. Higher than a 2. A queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. A 6.
Freeze.
We'll move over the freeze bar, protecting that position. That keeps Jan away from her cards. Question to you, Alice. Alice, we asked 100 third-grade boys, if a 30-year-old woman is not married, is she an old maid? How many third-grade boys think a 30-year-old woman is an unmarried old maid?
Well, when they're that age, they think anyone over 20 is old. But I think it's going to be kind of a high number. I think it's going to be about 64.
Alice says 64 out of 100 third-grade boys say, if you're over 30 and unmarried, you're an old maid, Jan.
Well, my nephews, I'm only 21. They keep asking me, when am I getting married? And I'm saying not for a long time. So I think it's going to be a high number, but I think it's going to be just a little bit lower.
A little lower than that.
Lower.
The actual number of third-grade boys who think a 30-year-old woman who is unmarried is an old maid is 52. Jan is right. It's lower. And Jan with a 4.
Yeah, that's a good card. I'm going to go higher.
Higher than the 4. Yes, it's high.
Higher.
Risking it higher. Oh, no. Number 5 is not higher. There's a break for Alice with a 6.
Go higher.
Higher than the 6. No, also a 5. Couldn't take advantage of it. Janice will fill in the spaces, and we are at sudden death. Someone has to win it on this play of the cards. Jan, we surveyed 100 prison inmates. These are all men who are currently serving time in San Quentin prison. And we asked them, has your face ever appeared on a wanted poster at the post office? How many San Quentin inmates said their face has appeared on a wanted poster?
Well, I see most of those wanted posters in the post office. They seem pretty yellow, like they've been up there for a while, that they don't really, keep track of them. So I'm going to say that's not going to be too many, but there'd be I'll say about 42.
42 out of 100 of the inmates said yes, their face was up on a post office
It's
bulletin
going to be
board.
lower than that, Because I think that the ones whose posters up there are the ones that's funded by the federal government. I don't think it's so much just for the lawbreakers within the state. So I think it's going to be...
So you say it's going to be lower?
Lower than that.
I guess getting your face up on a post office is kind of like making the top 10 if you're a criminal or something. 42 says Jan, lower says Alice. The actual number of inmates who said their face has appeared on a wanted poster is 17. Alice is right, it is lower. Alice, we're at sudden death. You have a 6, you need 2 cards. Jan with a 4 needs 4.
Thank you.
You're going to pass it to Jan. You need them all, Jan. If you make one mistake, it belongs to Alice. She's got a 4 and she says higher. It is the queen. Lower than the queen. A 7, halfway there.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 7? Yes, a 10. 1 to go. This is it. If it's lower, Jan wins. If not, it belongs to Alice. It is lower. And turn it all over. A great run of cards for the challenger. She has game 1 and we'll be back with game 2 in a moment. Game 1 to the challenger. Janice deals out same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. And now the pressure's on the champion there. Alice, what are you're gabbing away there? You two are making friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Now down to business, Alice. And the question to you. Alice, we asked 100 married women. The last time you told your husband, not tonight, dear, I have a headache, did you really have a headache? How many married women said they really did have a headache?
Well, I don't think there's very many of them. I think it's just an excuse they all use. And I think that maybe there was, 10 had
10 really had a headache.
Had a real headache.
Did you use that line, Alice?
I never had to.
Never had to.
No, never had to.
Alice says that 10 out of 100 women really did have a headache when they said, not tonight, I have a headache. Jan, what do you think?
That's such an old line, but I'm sure some of the good old people still use it, and I think it'd just be a little bit higher.
So you think more than 10 really did have a headache, huh?
Uh-huh.
I've got to tell you, one of the ladies on our staff said one night she had a headache, a terrible headache, but she didn't have the heart to use the line because it's such an old cliche. Alice said, don't blush now. That's not... Alice said 10, Jan said higher. The actual number of married women who really did have a headache is 55. Much higher, Jan. People are more honest. Jan, you start off the game with a king.
Oh, good card, lower.
Lower than a king. Oh, no. Alice, you've got a break and a king as well. Lower than a king. A queen.
Lower.
Risking it lower. It is a 3. Higher than a 3 is 7. And Alice needs 1 card right away to tie things up. Jan, we asked 100 teenage girls who are babysitters. Have the children you were sitting for ever tied you up? How many babysitters said the children have tied them up?
I'm sure I babysat a lot, and maybe I wasn't that bad of a babysitter, but I never got tied up. I think that's, unless they were playing cops and robbers or something, I think it's going to be a low number, and I'd say about 19.
19 out of 100 have been tied up.
Oh, I think it's lower than that. Because I don't think that a grown person or a babysitter is going to get themselves in that position.
So you say lower.
It's going to be lower.
The actual number of babysitters who said the children they were babysitting have tied them up is 8. You're right, Alice. It is much lower. Alice, you've got a 7.
I'm going to give it to her again.
No, see, you keep trying to give it away before it's time. You've got to do it now.
Then change it.
Okay, now we'll do that for you. We'll change the 7 to a jack.
Lower.
This will tie it up if it's lower. It is. Alice ties it up. See that? Alice, why did you want to give it to her? You did so very well yourself.
Every time on that.
You do that. I'll tell you when we get to 7 Up. You're at 7 Up. Where did I get that? Sudden death. You're among friends, Alice. Where did I get that from? We're setting up is what it is for the tiebreaker with 3 cards up there, 3 questions here. You've got me all confused, Alice. Question to you. Alice, recently the courts awarded a husband $80,000 when he sued another man for stealing his wife. That's a fact. It was in the papers. So we asked 100 married men, should a husband whose wife is stolen be able to sue for damages? How many married men think the husband should be able to sue for damages?
Well, the way men feel, I think that they feel that they're justified in doing that. And I think it's going to be kind of a high number, maybe about 58.
58 out of 100 married men said yes, they should be able to sue for damages, Jan.
I don't think they should be able to sue. I mean, they got into the marriage. There shouldn't be anything that should let them. I think it's going to be a little lower.
You say lower?
Yeah.
The actual number of men who think if a man's wife has been stolen, he should be able to sue for damages is 53. Just a little lower. Jan. And Jan starts off the tiebreaker with a 2.
Good card, higher.
Higher than a 2. A 5. If this is higher, we have a new champion. Good match. Alice, $750.
Yeah, I'm happy.
We just let Jan bounce a little bit there, Alice.
I'll go along with it.
You and I will say goodbye, dear.
Okay.
Good luck. You be careful on that motorcycle, you hear?
We've never had a spill.
Okay.
And yet I've been in 16 car wrecks. I didn't know why I ride a motorcycle.
You be careful on it, though. Thank you, Alice. Alice Hastings. Jan, you come on down here. Way to go. Jan Anderson's going to jump up and down for a couple of minutes, then she's going to play the money cards. We'll be right back. Back with our champion, Jan Anderson. She's starting to bounce again. Did you cut the money card?
I sure did.
Let's get over there and get to business, Jan. Come on. Here we go. And after the money cards were all shuffled, Jan cut them. We give you $200 of new money and deal out the top 3 cards. The bet as you will. And as we move up to the second level, another $200 and 3 more cards. Minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card. The big bet where you must risk at least half the money. Good luck, Jan.
Thank you.
Now relax now. You're very up, but keep your wits about you here. This is important.
Got it.
Here's $200. And you can change the base card if you need to, Jan. Thank you, Lois. We'll start her off with 200 and a queen.
Okay, that's a good card. I'm gonna go all of it lower.
All of it, right off the bat. I hope you're right. That's a big bet on a queen. $200 lower.
All of it higher.
For $800, is this higher? Yes, with a jack.
Okay, I'm gonna go $100 lower.
$100 lower than a jack.
Oh, that's
But you held back and got a great card,
Yes.
and most important, another $200 to play with when we move it up.
$900.
You don't want to go higher.
Lower, yes.
And now it's
There's
all
no
or
higher.
nothing. No more money to
Lower.
give you for $1,800. Lower. Yes, two again. Double to nothing for $1,800. Higher, and it is. Up to 36, and now you're in the middle, Jan.
Okay, I don't like it. Let's go $50 lower.
Well, we haven't seen too many low cards. Let's see one
Come
right
on,
now.
be
$50 lower.
No.
Well, you held back. You didn't lose much. You don't have to play the 10 when we move it up. Do you want to?
I'd like to change that card.
Oh, with $35.50, I'd love to see a good card for the big bet. Double or nothing. $3,550 lower than an ace. $10,100 in cold cash. Yeah. There you go, Jan. Congratulations. Doesn't that look nice up there? With the 200 in the game, $7,300. Believe it. Jan Anderson over $7,000 richer meets a new challenger in a moment right after this. Congratulations. Back with our champion, Jan Anderson. $7,300. What are you going to do with the money?
I'm going to use it for school. Right now, my parents are paying everything, and I'd really like to help them out. It's going to be great.
That's good, Jan. Way to go. Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards, and here comes a new challenger on Card Shark. Morris Smith. Hello, Morris.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Good.
Why don't you tell us a little about you, sir?
Well, my name is Morris Smith. Currently, I live in the county of Los Angeles, but originally, I'm from Greenwood, Mississippi. I've been a police officer for 6 years. I have a wife and 3 daughters. I enjoy swimming, basketball, and right now, my girls are trying to teach me how to dance.
Oh, you've got your children teaching you how to dance?
Yeah.
How old is the oldest one teaching?
The oldest one's 9, and she's just starting to get to that point where she's starting to, look at boys in a different light than she used to. So I got to kind of keep up with her,
That's nice. Good to have you here, Morris. You cut the cards?
Yes, I did.
Here we go. Best 2 out of 3 starts with a question to Jan. And Jan, we asked 100 bachelors. Have you ever had a woman over to your apartment for a romantic dinner with candles, expensive wine, and soft music, only to discover you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make her drink? How many bachelors have dated a woman like that?
Boyfriend never does anything like that for me. But anyways, I think that a lot of bachelors are going to have that. People come over, girls come over, and they want to, have a good time, but they don't want to, do that.
But they don't want to have a good time.
So I'd say it wouldn't be too high. I'd say about see, how many have come over?
Hey, how many bachelors have dated a woman like that? Yes.
I say about 23.
23 out of 100, Morris. What do you think?
Well, I know from personal experience, when I was dating, you know, a lot of girls would come over, but well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Nothing. So I'm going to have to go a little bit higher.
I assumed you were going to say higher than Morris.
I'll have to go a little bit higher on that one.
The actual number of bachelors who've discovered you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make her drink is 33. Morris is right. It's higher. That was a question full of euphemisms. And Morris starts the match with a king.
All right, let's go lower than the king.
Lower than a king. A 2.
Higher.
A 2. A 6.
Let's freeze.
And the challenger gets off to a very good start. And the question to you, Morris. Morris, we surveyed 100 Englishmen who are dukes, barons, and earls. They're all members of the English aristocracy. And we asked them, do you own a suit of armor? How many English aristocrats own a suit of armor?
Well, you know, personally, if I was in their position, I think I might like to have it just for the nostalgia part of it. But I think in thinking on it realistically, that maybe only just a few. So I'm only going to have to go with maybe 17.
17 out of 100 own a suit of armor.
Okay, I think it's not going to be too high, but I think a lot of people have had it in their families and have been passed down if they're of the higher class. So I think it's just going to be a little higher.
A little higher than that.
A few of them are going to keep.
There's not a heck of a lot of opportunity to wear one, I would think.
No, good looks. So.
Not too many social functions. Let's get out the suit of armor and go to the dance. 17 says Morris. Higher says Jan. The actual number of English aristocrats who own a suit of armor is 24. Jan is right. It is higher. And Jan jumps away into this card. A 7.
Don't like it. Change it.
Changing the 7 to
Better. Oh,
oops.
okay, that's
Thank you, Jan.
I'm going to go lower.
A jack and lower. Oh no, queen is not lower. And this time it's Morris with a free chance at a 6.
I'm going to play the percentage and go higher.
Higher. Yes, it
All
is.
right, let's go lower.
First game of the match, lower. It is. It is game 1. Challenger gets game number 1. And we'll set up right away for game number 2 with the same 2 decks of cards. And now the pressure is on the champion. She needs this one. Jan, we asked 100 Protestant ministers, was there ever a time in your life when you were an atheist? How many ministers said at some point in their life they did not believe in God?
I don't know. I know one guy that really surprised me. He was an atheist, and next thing I found out he was going to Bible school. But I think it's going to be kind of a low number. I think if they've believed since they were young. So I'm going to say about 19.
19 out of 100 ministers said at one time or another they were an atheist, Morris.
I kind of agree with Jan because, you know, most of the people that I know that are into the cloth, they've had that background, you know, since they were very, very small, and they've always believed. So I'm going to have to go a little bit lower.
Even lower than that?
Yeah.
The actual number of ministers who said at some point in their life they were atheists is 14. Morris is right. It is lower. And again, Morris gets that all-important first shot at the cards. An 8.
Ooh, let's change that. Change that.
Middle card becomes a 10. A little better.
Let's go lower.
Lower than a 10. No, queen is not lower. And with a free chance to play, a 7.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 7? An 8. Lower than the ace, a king. Lower than a king, a queen. To tie it up lower, it is. And the champion gets a great run of cards, and we have a tie. Wow. Great match. We'll set up quickly for the tiebreaker and get into it with a question to Morris. Very quickly now, Morris. We found 100 kids who come from a family with at least 10 children, and we asked them, if you could, would you like to be an only child? How many kids from large families would like to be an only child?
I think, you know, if you got a lot of kids in a family, they're all real close. I'm going to have to say maybe 15.
15 out of 100 would like to be an only child,
it's
Jan.
going to be higher. They like their family. They're used to that unity. It's going to be higher.
How many would like to be an only child?
Oh, like to be an only child? Okay, and he said
15.
15. I think it's going to be higher.
You say higher.
Oh, no, wait, lower. I'm right.
All right, lower?
Yeah,
we're all
lower.
together now? Lower.
All together, lower.
The actual number of kids from large families who would like to be an only child is 20, not lower. Morris has it. And it is Morris who starts off the tiebreaker with a 4.
Let's go higher than the 4.
Higher than a 4. Oh, no, a 2 is not higher. And with a free chance at a 7.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 7. A king for the championship. Lower. It is. And Jan pulls it out with 2 wins in a row. Wow. Morris, great match. You're leaving us with $100 and some nice party gifts.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for being here, Morris. Okay. Morris Smith. Jan, come on down here, and we'll be back with our champion right after this.
Some of our contestants will receive a set of glasses and Pitcher and Treetop, America's favorite apple juice. It's 100% pure apple juice, no artificial ingredients, no sugar added. Electric scissors and wear Playtex living gloves every day for any household chore to protect your beautiful hands. They help make your hands look like they never do housework. Playtex, a kitchen tool set and Wishbone Italian dressing, specially blended for fresh, irresistible Italian flavor. Wishbone Italian, it's got zing. A walk in La Choy Chinese food. Let your meal swing American with La Choy bean sprouts, vegetables, water chestnuts, bamboo shoots, and soy sauce. A coffee maker and Mr. Muscle oven cleaner with improved formula that works daytime and overnight. So effective it cleans tough, baked on spots. It's the Just Wipe oven cleaner. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson-Bill Todman production.